Hey guys, welcome to our channel. And today, I will be reading a Todoroki Extrader by Heroes Among Us All on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Todoroki was not one for arguing, but just like with any other couple, things happen. And arguing was of course bound to happen at some point. It was unavoidable. And unexpectedly, Todoroki was actually a very frustrating person to argue with. Because Todoroki was able to remain so composed and keep his expression calm. It made it that much worse when you feel like you're the only one getting riled up in this argument. You got angry, and you felt your blood pressure rise. And he was sitting right there, like he never even got angry. It was mind-blowing, and it made you very angry with him sometimes. Todoroki almost never raised his voice, or yelled at you, which was good. But then again, it was upsetting how he doesn't show his emotions. When you were angry, it caused you to say some very hurtful things, or think some bad things about him, like how robotic he could be. Even though in reality, you were able to see his emotions, even if he found some difficulty displaying them. How can you just stand there and act like you don't give a shit about anything? You cry out. I was worried sick about you. The least you could have done was call me to let me know you're okay. Todoroki would just shake his head. I couldn't contact you, Ayan. I was busy performing emergency evacuations. He justified. So you expect me to believe that? Until you stepped through this door, did not have a single chance to let me know that you were safe? Or alive even? That's... He opens his mouth to protest. But you have already stormed off into the next room. You're well aware of the fact that your boyfriend is a pro hero. That's high in demand. But there are times when it seems like he just does not stop to consider how you might be sick with grief worrying over him. It's the fact that he does not understand how much you care. And that's what upsets you most. You want him to know. You want him to take time out of his day and understand that and find some way to help you. But no, he just goes off and does the most dangerous shit in the world and then expects you to be okay with that. All you wanted was a phone call. It wasn't like you told him to leave his job or anything. A phone call, for God's sake. And you couldn't even afford to do that? From that point onward, you keep your distance from him as best as you can manage. Every time Todoroki steps into the same room as you, or it looks as though he's about to say something, you promptly retreat away. Even your meals are eaten separately. On this occasion, it's a childish way to act, and you realize as much. But it just hurts how little he seems to think of you. It hurts you that you always had to be the one to accommodate for him, but he just couldn't do the same. Why did it always have to be you? It always seemed like you had to be the responsible one in this relationship, and you could not do the same. It was tiring, and you were sick of it. Todoroki didn't realize this, that he is not the best at reading other people's emotions, even yours. But the last thing he wanted to do was hurt you. He wasn't like that. He just truly did not spend time to consider how much you had been worried. It didn't even cross his mind. As far as Todoroki was concerned, he was confident in his abilities, and he knew he could do well. And he did not think that there was any danger. But he could have reached out to you. That much was clear to him. It just really did not cross his mind back then. And he would have apologized for it. He really would have. Except you would keep shoving it in his face, and he didn't want that. He was really bad at this stuff, and did not know where exactly to go from here. Every time he tries to talk to you, he got ignored. He realizes that in order to earn your forgiveness, he will have to make a more grand gesture. Naturally, being the clueless that he is, his immediate thought was flowers. Todoroki rushes out to the nearest florist and picks out a bouquet of your favorite flowers. You mentioned it in passing at some point, and he made sure to commit it to memory. He doesn't exactly know if it will exempt from everything, but he hopes at least it'll make you feel a little bit better. Just a little, even if it wasn't much. The second he steps into the bedroom, you frown, about to leave, but then he hastily pulls out the bouquet of flowers from around his back, and your eyes can't help but widen. You never expected him to remember a detail like that, especially given how you only mentioned it to him once. I'm sorry, he breathes. I didn't stop to consider how worried you would have been, since I was not in your shoes. But if I had been, I didn't know if you were okay. Did I imagine I would be just as upset? I should have been more considerate. I'm really sorry. Your dress is still tight, but it's for another reason altogether. The worst part of this is that even with how hard you've been trying to stay angry at him, all you wanted to do, the second they stepped through those doors, was wrap him in the nicest hug you could manage and tell him just how much you missed him. It could have been handled better. That much was for sure. But you're just thankful that he's there with you and safe. Thanks for remembering. You smile. I never thought you would. And thank you for understanding. I want to know that you're alright. That's all. And Todoroki nods. I know. I promise I'll be better for that from now on. He leans in to place a slow, lingering kiss on your lips, the likes of which make your cheeks burn. And you smile again, taking the bouquet from his hands so that you can put it in a vase. You have barely finished setting those flowers down onto the windowsill when you felt a pair of strong arms wrapping themselves around your waist, and Todoroki's hot breath is hitting the nape of your neck. And even though he said he's sorry, you could see that the full apology was far from over.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.